There's a specific kind of tiredness that doesn't come from what you did the day before. It's there when you open your eyes. Your legs feel heavier than they should. Your back is stiff in a way that takes time to work out. Most older adults assume this is simply what mornings feel like after 60, but research is pointing to something more specific, something that happens while you sleep. And understanding it might change how you think about what your body needs. This video is educational content only, not medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before dietary changes. Here's what most people don't realize. Muscle rebuilding doesn't happen while you're moving. It happens during deep sleep, when your body releases growth hormone, activates repair pathways, and attempts to restore the muscle tissue that daily life has worn down. After 60, something called anabolic resistance develops. It's a gradual dulling of the muscle's ability to respond to protein. Amino acids still arrive after a meal, whether that's eggs at breakfast or chicken at dinner. But the signal telling muscle cells to rebuild becomes quieter every year. The same nutrition that once produced a clear rebuilding response now produces a much smaller one. Eggs are excellent protein, but after 60, protein alone may not fully counteract overnight muscle breakdown. Aging muscles also need calcium for cellular contraction, magnesium for protein synthesis, zinc for hormonal repair pathways, and sustained amino acid delivery through the overnight hours when repair is actively occurring. Sometimes it isn't about dramatically changing your diet. It's about giving aging muscle tissue a few missing pieces it no longer gets consistently. Number 4. Sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds offer vitamin E, an antioxidant that specifically protects muscle cell membranes from oxidative damage that accumulates after 60. When those membranes are compromised, repair becomes less effective, regardless of how much protein is available. A study in the Journal of Physiology found that oxidative stress in aging muscle cells directly impaired protein synthesis efficiency, and that adequate vitamin E intake helped preserve membrane integrity and repair capacity in older adults. 2 tablespoons over yogurt or a salad provides a meaningful dose with almost no preparation. Number 3. Sesame seeds. Sesame seeds contain an unusually concentrated amount of calcium, more than most people expect from something so small. Calcium isn't just about bones. Every muscle fiber contraction depends on calcium being available at the cellular level. Without adequate calcium overnight, that process becomes less efficient. A 2021 study published in Nutrients found that calcium-rich whole food sources showed significantly better muscle contraction support in older adults compared to calcium-deficient diets, independent of protein intake. A tablespoon of tahini stirred into an evening snack or sesame seeds sprinkled over dinner adds something the body genuinely uses while you sleep. Number 2. Poppy seeds. Poppy seeds contain compounds including calcium and magnesium that gently support nervous system calming and the transition into deeper sleep, the same deep sleep where most overnight muscle repair occurs. A review in Sleep Medicine Reviews found that poor sleep quality in adults over 60 was directly associated with accelerated muscle loss and reduced overnight protein synthesis, creating a loop that becomes increasingly difficult to break without addressing sleep quality directly. A small amount in an evening meal adds nutritional value while gently supporting the sleep conditions your muscles depend on. One important note, poppy seeds can occasionally appear on certain drug screenings, so if you're regularly tested for work or medical reasons, flax or hemp seeds may be a better alternative. Number 1. Chia seeds. Chia deserves particular attention in the context of overnight muscle loss. The gel-forming fiber that activates when chia contacts liquid slows the passage of amino acids through the digestive system.
Instead of protein being absorbed quickly and then clearing, a meal containing chia creates a more gradual release, extending the window during which amino acids are available for overnight repair. Research published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults including chia regularly showed improved hydration status and better sustained energy during physical activity compared to control groups. Muscle tissue is predominantly water. When you enter sleep mildly dehydrated, which happens to many older adults, muscle cells are already at a disadvantage before repair begins. A small bowl of chia pudding soaked in milk, eaten 2 to 3 hours before bed, is a consistent habit with real biological rationale behind it. Margaret was 68. She made eggs most mornings, walked regularly, and wasn't doing anything obviously wrong, yet every morning her legs felt unreliable. Getting up from chairs had become something she thought about in advance. What nobody had connected for her was the overnight picture. Most of her protein came early in the day. By evening, she ate lightly. Her magnesium was probably low. She was mildly dehydrated more often than not. She started adding tahini to her evening snack, incorporated chia pudding a few nights a week, added sunflower seeds to her afternoon yogurt. Nothing dramatic, just consistent small additions. 6 weeks later, she told her daughter that mornings felt different. The heaviness when she stood was a little less. The stiffness worked out faster. She noticed she wasn't gripping the kitchen counter quite as tightly in the mornings. That's usually how this works, quietly, over time, when the conditions for repair finally improve. The body after 60 hasn't stopped being capable of recovery. It's become more demanding about the conditions under which recovery happens. It needs the right minerals, it needs sustained protein availability through the night, it needs hydration and the deep sleep that inflammation and mineral deficiency quietly prevent. Overnight muscle loss after 60 is real, but it isn't inevitable. Most of these seeds are inexpensive, shelf-stable, and easy to work into foods people already eat. If you have digestive conditions like diverticulitis, start slowly with ground or softened seeds first. Which seed surprised you most? Tell me in the comments, and share this with someone over 60 who wakes up every morning wondering why they feel weaker than they should. Subscribe for weekly research-backed content built for adults who refuse to accept that weakness is simply what aging feels like. Thank you for watching. See you next time.